Hey guys, Mr. Stackler here. So I want to make a quick tutorial on how to play Battleship and using the rubric along with the Battleship log. So first thing you guys are going to do is you guys are going to go ahead and take a photo of your base plate and you're going to put it in your first attempt like I did over here. To take a photo like this, you go to Insert, you're going to tap where you want to take a photo, and then you can go to Camera and you can go ahead and take a photo of whatever you're trying to take a photo of. After taking that photo, it's going to hit done and you can insert that into your spots, just like I did up there. Next, you guys are going to put the screws in the right place if you are the sender, and the giver is going to be ready to receive them. After all the screws are in place, what you're going to do is you're going to document every step of the way what's going on in your recording of your instructions. So you guys are going to use the draw tool over here, and you're going to try and label step by step. If you were the sender, you're going to say exactly what you sent to the giver. So over here, if you said move your hands to the bottom left, you would record move your hands bottom left and place a screw. Every word that you state, you should try and give those instructions and write them in this section. Then you're going to write step 2, and every single thing you state, you're going to record to try and figure out if your method was the most effective, if it should be shorter, longer, and so on. If you run out of room and you need more space, you can simply go back to the text mode and you can tap inside of the box over here and you can kind of just hit return. And by hitting return over and over and over, you'll just extend the text box and you can take more room if you need more room to write. And then finally, once you guys do that, so let's say at step number 2 over here, that's when you have successfully placed your first screw. Then maybe you make some sort of break over here and then you record down where you put the screw. You can see black doesn't stand out so much, so maybe you choose a color like white or something that does stand out, that this is where you have over here screw number 1, and you kind of label that. And then if your partner says some other instructions, maybe you kind of like document what you did to try and get to the next spot. So your job is to annotate and write on top of this and then record your notes. At the very end, if you succeed or not succeed, you're going to pick up the base plate and then you'll write your reflection over it there of how you did. And you can kind of plan for if your instructions were successful or not, and then if you failed, then you're going to maybe try a new method, reflect at the end, talk about it, and you can then do the same process again in your next spot over here. So that's kind of how the log is going to work. The rubric over here has 4 categories. It's kind of like a self-assessment where you can use the highlighter at the end to highlight over how you feel like you guys did. If you think you got a 2, you think you got a 1, you think you got a 0, you can go ahead and highlight these at the end of the period to kind of go ahead and explain how you feel like you did, and then we're going to talk about that next class. We're going to kind of reflect and then see how we can improve. So the rubric is to be highlighted over, and we're going to go over the rubric in class. So that's that, guys. I will see you soon.